today's job was basically meeting Anglian Water down here. Met with a guy named Steve, really nice guy. He was very, he absolutely loved crumpet, so that was really helpful. But yeah, so the issue is with this, with Brummitt Farmhouse, it's on a couple of separate supplies. So the workshop toilet, which you guys know down there, that's fed from one supply, which is metered, which is not an issue. And it might be great because we could use it further down the line. But Brummitt Farmhouse is not metered. Don't know where the supply is coming from. There doesn't seem to be any stopped cock or anything. Come on, good girl, good girl. So we're having to get a meter installed. So yeah, Steve helped us. Oh, where's your lead gone? Steve's helped us with that. We've got somebody coming on the 4th, I believe, on the 4th. So we'll try and get down here and record that and get some footage of that. Crumpet is absolutely loving this long grass. Isn't she the cutest? But yeah, we'll give you a little run through. We'll show you where the 2 meters are. We'll show you where the meter's going to go. This is Crumpet's first time on a total tangent. On an absolute total other tangent, this is Crumpet's first time at the house. So please give a warm welcome to Crumpet. She's been super good. She really has. It's been, like I say, it's been tough, but hey, where are you going? Where are you going? But yeah, she's such an amazing dog. But we'll show you where the meter is, we'll show you where it's fed from, we'll show you what it's feeding, and we'll show you just some bits and bobs and run through what we did today. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. And say goodbye to Crumpet. So welcome back, guys. If it's your first time on the channel, welcome. This is Chili Jam Projects. This is mine and Lucy's house that we've purchased that's in need of some major renovations. There's Crumpet, part of the team now. She's a little bit wary of it because it's a bit of a building site. Come on. But yeah, so we're both in our late 20s. Aiming to tackle this absolutely beautiful old farmhouse. Look, good girl, good girl. So guys, this is the utility room where most of our damp issue is, as you can probably see by just the colour difference in that brickwork. If you've not seen our other videos, go take a look, but that's where most of the leak subsidence issues come in. Come on, Crumpet. Come on. Come. So yeah, so this is you're gonna have to get used to me talking to Crumpet because that's just a daily thing. But yeah, like I say, we stripped most of this room back. But so the main focus of today's video was the guys from Anglian Water coming out. So you can see here the larger, that's our incoming supply. That's our stopcock, which is currently turned off. This supply is it's unmetered, and the guy mentioned what it is called when you're on basically a bill. Let me just switch around. The guy said when you're on a bill and or when you're on an account with like a water company and you don't have a meter, he basically said it's like a variable something or other, and he reckons for a house of this size it would be around £400 to £500 per year. We believe that is quite expensive. Bearing in mind in our current house we pay, I think it's around 30 to £40 per month, which is not bad at all really. And quick math, if it was £50 a month, that'd be like £350 a year. So, so we're not going to go down that route because we think it's going to end up being too expensive, and especially being in a really farmy area, we just don't fancy running into potential increases in prices and stuff like that. So we've gone for the meter, and the meter is going to be going just basically somewhere in this branch here. So obviously it goes up where you can see that yellow cable. The pipes are maybe not so clear, but the meter's basically going to go somewhere in here, which is going to be absolutely perfect for us because I'll just switch it around again. That's going to be absolutely perfect because it's going to absolutely definitely make sure that this property is billed from that meter. Because speaking to a couple of the guys around the area, it was like, oh well, this meter feeds this area, and it used to be a farm, and the farm's getting split off into a couple of different sections. And you know as well as I do, guys, the last thing you want to be doing is paying for somebody else's water meter. So can you sit? Good girl. Good girl. So that's absolutely perfect, that being there. So then we can 100% make sure that we're paying for our own water, and it should end up being cheaper for us because it's on a meter instead of the variable what's a jiggy. But please put in the comments what it's called. He did mention it. You guys will know a lot more about it than myself. But yeah, so that's basically today's video in a nutshell. So it'll be quite a short one. But yeah, just apologies, guys. It's really tough. Like I say, we're about a month. She's just, let me take you around in the shower. She's just absolutely, where are you? She's sniffing absolutely everything. She just had a second jab, nicely. Ooh. So she's just loving everything. So yeah, we really appreciate the continued support, and like I say, I'm going to try and get as many videos as you can. I know we've promised one a week, and I've just really underestimated how hard that would be, and especially with our with our new commitments. But we're going to keep pushing, and it's not going to be one a week. So I'll have to remove that from our banner, but we're going to really try just to keep going. And like I say, once Crumpet gets a little bit older, it's going to be so much easier. It's just at the minute she's getting introduced to new smells, new places. She's currently getting really travel sick. So I had to deal with poor Crumpet being sick on the way here. She's currently eating a lot of grass, so she's probably going to be sick again. But yeah, so yeah, really appreciate the support, guys. And I really just hope you stick along for the ride. Like I say, it's harder than what I thought it would be. Having to look after a house look after our current house, and just down to your day-to-day household tasks, and you guys know how that can get. And then you throw on top a little puppy who is the most beautiful, kind thing you'll ever meet, and then you put on top of that house renovation, and it all gets a bit much. But we're trying our best, and me and Lucy are super grateful for all the support. But yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. I'm not sure when that'll be, but there will be another one, and you'll be seeing this house from its very start to its very end. So do not worry about that. But yeah, thank you so much, guys.